What about Injustice? Do either of you have any experience with these punchy games?
Injustice is so good.
There you
Well,
go.
actually, I say it's so good. I really enjoyed it. Um, as a fighting game. I also really enjoyed Mortal Kombat versus DC.
Mm.
So I'm happy NetherRealms and DC are happy with the partnership they have. Um, Injustice kinda was on level with Mortal Kombat 9, but also wasn't, which upset me a bit. But obviously MKX came out, added a lot of new stuff, and then now Injustice 2 finally announced, even though it was kind of announced before, but no one seemed to pick up on that. We talked about it on a podcast before. Um, it's the only thing I'm worried about with Injustice 2 is this gear system which they're pushing and how much that's actually going to break a fighting game. Because if you've got different stats and all that, eh,
How do you
where
find
does
a
the balance come?
balance? Yeah,
Yeah.
because these games are. I mean, I don't know much about them. I haven't played them since I was quite PlayStation One era, but yeah, it's all about that balance and making every character have a fair chance.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know much about these. From the gameplay footage that I've seen, they look fucking mental. Like the way the battles, they look brilliant. But I just don't know enough about it really. What about the books? Have you read any of those, Scott?
Yes, I picked them up before I went on holiday. Well, year one, two, and three. So I'm up to year three now. I'm up
Yeah,
to year three.
and I hear they are going to carry on with the tie-in series for this
Well,
game.
year
So
five just released in it, I think.
I don't know.
I
I don't
don't,
know.
I know year
You
four
tell
is a
me,
thing. I still
Scott.
got to read year four, but I really like that storyline, and I hope that's where they go with the movies as well. Like,
Oh, it's so
he's already
fucking
killed
dark.
Zod. Just let him be a killer and go, like Lois, without spoiling too much.
No, spoil. It's been out for years now, Scott. So for the benefit of people who don't know, give us the synopsis of what the fuck this story is, because it is kind of messed up.
It is really quite dark when you think about it. Lois kind of maybe dies due to someone being a very, very naughty Joker person type thing, which sends Superman crazy and insane. There's and then it just becomes Superman's agenda of like, no, I'm going to make sure no one has anything wrong in the world, and then he becomes a dictator, and then it's like Batman's like, no, you can't do that. So then they have a war with each other, but like, and then all the other heroes join each side of this war, and it turns into something completely crazy, and it's just super fun. That's a
Yeah.
horrible way of describing Injustice. There's a lot of nuance to it, and it's actually very good. And like once it gets like it, I mean the whole army stuff with Wonder Woman and uh Aquaman, that's awesome. Like, but if you play the game, you get all the story from. I think it's up to It's year one, definitely.
Yeah, I think that's what it covers. I mean, I've heard that the books are brilliant, and I think I will one day read them. But it just sounds like kind of a really dark version of these characters, and kind of having my fill of that at the minute with the filth that Snyder's been pumping out. But
Well,
um,
yeah, that's filth and not very good. Like the actual injustice, like the way they do the characters, like they have their morals, but they have to break them to stop dictator Superman.
yeah,
It's and just seeing Superman as this like villain after. I mean, I grew up with Smallville. Smallville was my Superman, which people might not like it,
you
but
poor
that
soul.
I know I don't have all 10 seasons right there. Um, it's so obviously I really liked Superman as a kid. Well, I like Clark Kent as a kid.
Yeah.
But oh, might as well Max Landis's Superman run. What's it? American Alien.
Oh yeah, that is
Read the
brilliant.
first issue of that, and I really like that.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like Superman can be a good character, but seeing this character who everyone knows is Goody Two Shoes McGoodington being like, I've just basically enslaved people.
Yeah,
I rule you.
it's kind of
It's
shocking.
awesome. And some of the throwdowns, like, you don't expect it because, I mean, you get this bullshit MacGuffin pill where it gives them strength to go to.
Okay,
That happens, which is like,
you've got to handle
that's
it
a bit of a
somehow
cop out.
though.
But it's awesome. And some of the throwdowns are amazing. I mean, Black Canary. Oh my god, Black Canary has a really good moment.
All right, keep some surprises, Scott.
I will. Okay, I stop.
All right, so
And then the
Injustice.
games kind of really get that. You can Flash versus Superman or Flash versus Bat. It's so fun.
Yeah, it's like that kind of fanboy dream of bashing your toys together, but you do it and it looks good, and
Yeah.
you can do it over and over again, and the heads aren't going to come off. So
Uh,
I
I
can
mean,
I
I
can
put
see the
fatalities
appeal.
in.
No, I
It's
meant
never.
I meant you're not going to spoil your action figures. But yeah, the fatality is certainly pretty interesting to watch when it's these characters who don't like killing each other. But I,
Yeah, they don't go that far. They have like world-ending moves that are like Superman. I think it's either Superman or Doomsday's where they end up in the atmosphere and then bring them down to the floor. I'm like, well, they're dead.
yeah,
You just killed someone.
yeah. So that's
Flash just runs around the planets and punches someone. That's really fun to pull off. Like, there's some really good stuff in there, and I'm hoping Injustice 2 doubles down on that. And
well,
like, I'm the only one thing is like in MKX, you had a character and then you had three different variations of that character, but that seems to have the way of bringing that over, which is a shame because that was cool.
well, maybe they just like press for time. I don't know. It's coming out fairly soon. I think it's early next year, aiming for around first quarter of next year. So by March, Injustice 2. So I'm sure we'll let you know if there is any news on that front.